Lefke Haber TV'den herkese iyi günler. Biraz ara vermiştik turizm programlarına. Geçtiğimiz yıl Lefke Haber TV'de sürekli olarak programlar yaptık. Güzel konuların altını çizdik. Kırsal turizmin önemini anlatmaya çalıştık. Bu yıl 2023 yılının Ekim ayında ise bugün çok özel iki konuğumuz var yanımızda. Panayotis Papadopoulos ve Yula Mihailidou. Papadopoulos ve Yula arkadaşlarımızla yaklaşık 4-5 yıldan beri bir tanışıklığımız var. Kendileri Platres köyünde ikamet ediyorlar. Ve Lefke Turizm Derneği ve Trodos Network, Trodos Tematik Merkez olarak çok yakın bir işbirliğimiz bulunmakta. Bugün de Lefke'de güzel bir atölye çalışmamız vardı. Biraz önce atölye çalışmamızı bitirdik ve Lefke Haber TV'ye geldik. Teoman Oktay arkadaşımız bugün bizlere program fırsatı sundu. Ve bugün Lefke'yi, yeni projelerimizi, diyalog projelerimizi, işbirliği konularını hep birlikte konuşacağız. Yes, this is Yula and Mr. Papadopoulos. Welcome to Lefke and our Lefke Haber TV channel.
It's our pleasure to be in Lefke, to be with friends, to be with you again, and also with Teoman in Lefke TV.
We know each other more than 5 years, and we have very
yes.
close relationship. Thank you very much for today. After a very good presentation, very productive workshop on youth and female entrepreneurship based on dates, really I enjoyed too much. We have more than 25 participants. We organize this workshop support of UNFIGIP, United Nations UNFIGIP, Trodos Network and Lefke Tourism Association. On behalf of Lefke Tourism Association, I would like to thank to you once again for the very fruitful and very productive workshop. What is your impression, Yula, about the workshop? How was it?
Well, I think it was extremely productive. We got the feelings of the participants at the end, and everybody was very happy. The most important thing is that they have been fully engaged and they understood the reason that they were there, and that dates are treasures, are real treasures, because of the nutritional value that they have and the many, many uses. And of course, they had their practical workshop where they made their own soap. So this is something to connect them more with the dates and show the creativity and how we can make simple but innovative things.
As you know, in Lefke we have more than 1,000 palm date trees. It's very important. From ancient times until now, it has very significant place in Lefke, historical, cultural, and aesthetic value.
Exactly.
Very important. And today, the workshop really were very creative for the women. I think they enjoy too much. What do you think, Panayotis? What is your impression about workshop and the interest of women?
It was really very interesting, and it's we have the experience. We are working last 10 years on this way of inclusive, sustainable development of rural areas. That was the reason also from this part of our work that was selected from European Union to represent Cyprus in European Rural Parliament. And also was the reason that we would like to cover the whole island, and the cooperation with you and Lefke municipality in order to help and Lefke have these benefits of the inclusive sustainable development. And first of all this program is based on become proud of what you have. It's very important, the ladies, to be proud for their own dates. Also, the tourist board as well, Lefke tourist board, because if you are not believing in yourself and what you have, then you cannot go further. That it was the most important. And that's what Yula tried to pass to them. From the other side, you have to know your product well. As you said, nutritions, uses, and so on. Today, they saw 101 different uses of dates. They taste it. They have the chance to see different recipes. They have the chance to see different uses from all around the world to inspire them in order to be able to create their own product. The idea is to have an income out of this. So they have to use dates in the way that they have their own abilities, their own skills, so to have some income. And further that, all this, it will express in the festival. You do a very nice festival. We was last year in Lefke again. We evaluated and we saw how we can help you to make it better. And this work, it will be the first, floor, the first step to sell their product in the festival. And they make it much more rich from the side of thematic. And then it's the second step, which we want them to create their own small business, either from home or either in a little shop. So this will be a tourist attraction. So this can bring a tourist into them, Lefke. And of course, under the umbrella of a thematic center, which it was also in the way. We was also with you in last festival with Jaffa oranges. And we saw that this palace can be the ideal place. And the mayor was there and he was agree to go on with this direction. And also Unfikip was with us and they are really ready to support and we thank them a lot in order to reach our goals. And with the thematic center, you create a base which from there you can promote the history of Lefke, you can promote the environment of Lefke, but also it's a platform of entrepreneurship, but bring the two parts of Cyprus together as well. So through this procedure, you visit Platres, you visit Anoyera, you visit Omodos, you visit different villages, and you saw how we're working there with the festival as well. It was this culture and traditional product which they bring us together.
Right. Thank you very much, Panayotis. We have many things to do, I think,
Sure.
together. Yula, could you please explain for us importance of date? For today, we learned that date has a very important healing power, fertile power of dates, mythological importance of date. And can you explain us the importance of palm leaves? How can we create handcrafts from the date leaves?
It's a very broad question, so I will try to cover as much as I can. So, being one of the most ancient fruits on the planet, of course there is, especially in the Mediterranean area, of course there are a lot of stories and legends. It's connected to the Quran, it's connected to the Bible. We see that they planted outside a lot of places of worship, like outside the mosque or outside the churches, etc. So it has a cultural, spiritual, historical, we see it on every aspect. It has a very, very big value in our life. A part of being very important as a part of nutrition is a superfood because it has so many vitamins, and today I have stressed more the vitamin B with the magnesium that we all need in order to be relaxed and be feel healthy, etc. We saw how it affects our skin. So we can start making some cosmetics at home using it fresh or dried. So the thing was to engage everybody who was in the audience because of their different skills, of their different background. It was very important to hear from a woman who was in the audience that she's keeping the seeds from her grandfather, from her grandmother, and she's making new palm trees. And I think this should be the philosophy which we have to follow in order to keep the original seeds. So we have the original ones. We don't have to import anymore from abroad, because last time that has created a very big problem for the whole of Ireland. We have lost a lot of palm trees. And yes, I believe that is something that we should treasure and protect and give us a platform for more cooperation. We can have scientific cooperation. Our universities can work together to solve the problem of why the palm trees are dying and how to get out of this problem. And the other thing is to plant as much as we can.
Thank you very much. You summarized everything very clearly. As you know, as an association and as a TRODOS network, we organize joint study visits. We organize from Platres to Lefke, and we organize from Lefke to Fiti village in Paphos, from Lefke to Platres many times. And we learned a lot, and one of our common project is to protect the date trees and establishing a thematic date center like you have in Platres thematic lavender center. Could you please explain us your experience in Platres, how you decide to establishing a Platres thematic center? How you success?
Yes,
what
was
your difficulties?
The first of all, it was the difficulties is have to engage the whole people, which is the most difficult point. You engage the ladies, and then you have to engage the people that work in hospitality, because you want this branding to reach it in all the levels in the village. Then it was our history, which we would like the way to present it. And lavender was a part of our history of Platres. So what we tried to do, it was to put in this building our history, become more interactive and more live, and use it in brackets in order to have an income, the people of Platres. So we start with the Lavender Center first, and we train, Eula train the ladies like we do here in lavender, in order to create different kind of product. And we start the Lavender Festival, which it gives this income to those ladies, but also to the whole community because of the people coming at the festival, and brand Platres with this. And from the other side, we took the history of Platres, we put it in the same place, and we try this history now to bring it outside. It's an open museum, in order to walk in Platres and to see the history. But what we do else, which is most important, we create a cluster with our small SMEs and the municipality and TRODOS network in order to create some, as we call it, storytelling gift, storytelling souvenirs. Because it's important, the people coming in your place, to live with something. Something which it will give you in the memory of the place, but also something which is local, and leave this pavement in the local people. So we bring together our chocolate workshop, our lavender workshop, our soap workshop, our winery. So we bring all this together in order to create this gift from based on our history. And by this way, we are complete, say, the project in Platres. And from our experience, we already saw how much it helps in order to promote it using this branding in TV, in newspapers, in magazines, and attract people to coming in Platres. And in similar way that we was thinking for Lefke as well. So this thematic center, it will be also the base of promoting the history of Lefke, part of the Hurma or the Jaffa oranges or the walnuts. So it will promote the product of Lefke, but promote the history of Lefke. And it will be the base of give you the opportunity to go all around Lefke and walk through the palm trees. And all that Eula present today at the workshops, these nutritions, the history of palms. So all this, you will meet them through the walk around of Lefke.
Right.
So even if you are not with them, and to guide them and to explain them all this, they can do it on themselves because you cannot appear all the time there. Like myself, I cannot be all the time in Platres going around. We bring a lot of groups around and we explain them, but it's good to give them the opportunity to do it themselves. And also now with the technology, with application on mobiles, then it will help them.
Or
But
date routes,
yes,
walnut routes.
in order to go all around, learn and enjoy, but also return back to the center and found these little shops and buy after, of course, they have all this knowledge around and they will understand much more what it means date for Lefke. They will come back to the center and they will find these small shops, or from the thematic center they will buy the product of the ladies of Lefke as well, giving like that an income to the people working. And it's important, the second step that we try to do in Platres, to involve the hoteliers and the restaurant owners to make some recipes. With Hurma especially, it's much more easier to do different recipes which they use Hurma. And this, it's, say, helping the branding of the village, make it unique, make it something which you cannot find somewhere else. So it's a reason for somebody to come from Morphu, to come from Kairinha, to come from Nicosia, to come from Limassol, to try these specialities because they are unique. If you're going to have mezza, you can have it everywhere. And it's more or less, depends on the quality of the meat and so on.
Thank you very much. As you mentioned, community involvement really very important, has a vital importance for the development of the area of any project. As you know, Lefke has a very great tourism potential in terms of sustainable tourism development, special interest tourism, green tourism, rural tourism. But unfortunately, we had some difficulties, lack of planning, lack of promotion. But how can we achieve Lefke tourism potential? What do you think about the potential of Lefke?
Okay.
You've been here many times.
Okay, just to tie up the last question as well, there is one point which is very important, and this is authenticity. So you started the branding in the right way because you have 1,200 palm trees. So these things have been here for ages, for hundreds of years. So it's a part of the community. So building on something which is so real, it cannot go wrong. You have aspanagiotis of some parameters of what makes you go faster or slower, or whether the community is engaged or not. Well, working with several communities in Cyprus and in other countries as well, we've seen that one of the parameters is the youth. So when you engage the young people, then development is much faster. They can absorb the knowledge, they can start doing things, they can use the technology to make things. Of course, the older generation, the ladies, they have more wisdom, they have more skills. So we don't take out anybody. On the contrary, we're trying to engage all ages, if possible, from the nursery school, from the primary school. In the last festival, in the Apple Festival, we have seen that the nursery school was taking place, doing wonderful things. They did a story of apples and they were selling the apples. And it's a different touch when you have all ages interacting together. So I believe in your potential, otherwise we wouldn't be here. I also believe in the power of volunteering organizations and foreign organizations working in Cyprus. And we come back to Figib and Marina and Bashak and Loren, who was with us today. These ladies, they are not doing just their job. They are going beyond their job because they believe in you. They are investing in you. They are investing in feeling synergy in everything. So if we have more of these organizations, because usually what keeps us away is that we don't have the funds to implement things. Even a small fund like what we had today, it gave us the opportunity to make the workshop, to make whatever we did and have a beautiful and very interactive day. So in the same way, with the involvement of more international organizations, which they will provide to you the tools, because I think you have the strategic plan, you know where you're going, especially knowing you for so many years, you know exactly what you want to do. It's just the lack of strategy and the lack of funds, but the two of them, they come together. I mean, if you don't have any funds, how can you do a strategy? How can you implement a strategy? So it's important to do both at the same time. Do a very clear strategy with the steps that you want to do, and on the same time, try to attract funds in order to implement it.
Yes, you are very right, Yula. We have to sharing our experiences. And then I believe as a person, the bi-communal projects, we run peace project, enhancing bi-communal dialogue project, funded by EU. It helped us too much to building, capacity building and organizing more than 20 events, peace festivals, study visits. It's really important, and we have to find a fund for the future projects. I would like to thank also to Loren, Marina and Başak for their support, because the rural regions needs support. Panayotis, you are the representative of European Rural Parliament since 2013, and you represent the Republic of Cyprus. Can you share us your experiences there? What would you like to say about the European Parliament and their rural development policies?
It was very important for us that we was chosen by European Union. So they found us through our work. And it was important, because in order to find you out of your work, it means that recognize your work, which is important. Of course, our work, it was a project, we have the guidelines of European Union. I mean, we get the guidelines, and after the haircut in Cyprus, we try to find a way to help the people in the rural communities to get some income. So we designed this with Yula. She was running the entrepreneurship, I was running the tourist part. So together it was an umbrella that would give them the opportunity to work. On the same idea, we present strategies of our project in the gatherings every 2 years, and also we can have the chance to see some other ideas from other countries all around Europe, some unique ideas, some good practices, which we can bring them with us in Cyprus. From the other side, during this this gathering every 2 years, our problems put them down. So they prepare at the end a statement which goes to European Union, to Brussels, in order to take them notice when they will do their own regulations and law. So there is an influence from there, depends. Sometimes it's deeper, sometimes it's more or less, but this opportunity of the European Rural Parliament give the chance to people which it's out of the parties, out of, the structures of different countries, but they try to get the real voice of the countryside, the real voice of the rural side. So that's why it's a lot of NGOs like us, you and us, that we are participate in this European Rural Parliament, which they can bring to them the real voice of the countryside.
I see. By the way, I would like to congratulate you for your academic success. Also, I think you are teaching now in university or
I'm teaching in a college, yes.
Tourism.
Tourism, yes, which is my subject. And
rural
of course,
tourism or tourism development?
it's a different subject. It's marketing and strategy, much more, which I'm teaching. And we try to develop a university in Troodos, which will specialize in rural studies in different aspects, which any kind rural area needs. like tourism and hospitality, business and technology, agriculture, and human studies and Mediterranean studies. So we tried to set up a university in Troodos region in 5 different villages in order to focus on education for the rural areas, which hopefully soon we will be able to present it officially. And there are 5 countries which are participate in this with us. It's a cooperation with it, which come from different part of Europe and not only. The Arab countries are there as well, Arab Association Academy, from Poland, from Switzerland, from Greece. And what we try to do, it is something unique and something special to help all around Europe the people that living in the rural areas.
That's right. You are, as you know, part of our study visits within many villages, part of our EU project. We've been to Paphos, Fiti village, Omodos, Anogira, Kakopetria, Kalavanaotis, Omodos, Akros. There are many thematic villages there. And as a thematic center, I think you organize or you supported some of the activities. And most of the village has one main products. In Lefke, we have 3 main products.
You're more blessed, yes.
Walnut, date, and Jaffa orange. But maybe in Giberunda, known as its apple fruit. Akros, known as rose. Anoira, known as its pastelli. What do you think about their branding and their unique characters? What would you like to say about the thematic villages?
Yes, you have, thematic villages are very important because, as you said, we are bringing out the unique identity of this village, and it comes more complicated in cases like yours because you are not a village. You're made of a lot of villages. I think that you're 13 together,
13.
If I'm not, And you have a bigger umbrella which identifies you in the international market, which is the Slow City. I mean, this is another international network, which in my humble opinion, it has not been taken out enough. You are registered, but I don't know if you have any common activities with other slow cities all over the world. So, and under this umbrella of the slow city, slow tourism, you have the 3 different things, which is the orange, the dates, and the walnuts.
And even, as you know, in Limitis,
and you have the strawberries as well.
Amberiku village, known as traditional houses. Every village has a different character, but the missing part in our side, unfortunately, lack of planning, and the rural areas is not the priority.
So maybe one good idea is whether you take one village like Limnidis and develop it only for strawberries, and also do a workshop like the one you did together, because right now they are busy during the strawberry picking period, which is very nice.
That's right.
Thanks to you, you've been there and you have experienced the whole thing, which was really nice. But they still need more to keep them sustainable during the rest of the year and to make it interesting for the tourists to go and visit them during the rest of the year. So yes, now we're taking out the date identity, because this is what people see at first when they come here, and then slowly we'll build for the rest. And you saw today for the training, I have tried to combine the dates with the oranges. So we have made soaps which they have the smell of the orange blossom, which is very characteristic, and they are made with date syrup. So you have 2 products together.
But first of all, we have to focusing
on dates, yes. Otherwise, people will get lost.
It's also your date festival soon, so that's why.
Right timing.
Yes, it's the right timing. But of course, slowly, we can say promote this.
Yavaş.
Yes, slow down. So we have to be yavaş. That Lefke, slow down, with Lefke slow product. So it's the three, yes, the three festivals, the three product. That which is important, and I was very happy when I hear it from your mouth. When you see, have the experiences of Anogira, and in the same day you have the experiences of Omodos, because it's happened to be when it was celebrating the Holy Cross in Omodos.
Yeah.
So you recognize the difference between festival and Panairi. And that's one great problem we face many times. The people, they create either Panairi and they can call it festival, or they create that we call it Horosperida in Greek, which is a night with music, food, and on the end, maybe you put something of this that you say it's a festival. For example, if it was date festival, you gathering together, you have music, you eat a lot, and then at the end they bring you a plate of dates, and they call this date festival. So what we try to, and it's good that the people which they sponsor such as these events and so on, to separate them. It's all good, but you can name them by the special name. Panairi, it's when you celebrate, okay. But when you say festival, it's a festival. And in the festival, you sell the product which are based on them. You don't sell Chinese things, you don't sell Chinese toys. You sell out of dates, for example, everything.
Handmade
Yes,
products.
and it's product that you make
homemade.
them. Yes, homemade. You make them, or small companies which are operate in the village, in the town, and you sell these things.
And supporting the women.
Yes,
and
yes, because this festival, it will
Locals.
give you an income which it will stay on the local people.
Sure. Definitely. You're right. Yula, what is your future targets of the Trodos network or thematic center?
We are
What is
really
your
at a
dream?
crossroad because we have many.
very busy.
Well, a lot of demands for cooperation from abroad, but at the same time we are running 10 new communities in Cyprus in cooperation with the Deputy Ministry of Tourism. So it's a lot of work and we have to focus. On the other hand, we don't want to lose any challenge. So I think by the January we'll know exactly where we are going. For sure, we are staying in Cyprus and developing what we have started with the communities that we are working. But we may take a challenge in working abroad as well, because last year we had some very big projects in Egypt, and it was very rewarding and very interesting. So
Congratulations.
yes, thank you.
In order to understand an example, I will give you. We start in Kiberunda with Apple, even before we was working with Yula, and the first time that we make milouze. Milouze, it's like palouze. Instead of grapes juice, you use apple juice. So the people there, the first time they was laughing what we are doing, because we start this with a youth center of Kiberunda. And then I invite the youngsters to go to their grandmothers and mothers and make an apple cake or apple pie and bring it one night. I bring them one from Platres, which was very famous. And then we saw that in a table, we have 25 different apple cakes and apple pies, different recipes from the same village. So you understand how was the heritage, how was rich it was, all this. And we start working with Apple. Then when we joined forces with Yula and came to the Trodos network, we helped them and we have some training similar to the one we have here. And now it's one of the best festival in Cyprus, but that's what I'm saying. They will never, the cooperation stops. Now we do a step further with an innovation project with the University of Cyprus and with the producers of apples in Kiberunda, and we are going to make some sun-dried apples using solar ovens, and in order to the small apples which you don't sell them and it was left, use this and make chips, make dry apples, and then there is some more income in the community. There is some more say, another tool to the branding of the community, and brings some other people which is more sensitive, which is more environmentalist, into the game. So that's I'm trying to tell to you, that this cooperation, it never stops. There is always, according to the times. Now it's the time of Green Deal. It's a time that everybody thinking for solar. All these problems we face with petrol, with the prices of electricity and so on. And now it's the right timing to present solar ovens, which they will dry apples. And they can dry, of course, any kind of fruits, part of apples. But I mean, it's another, and this can be an attraction, bringing schools to Kiberunda, which these schools, it will leave some amount of money for the locals, give the opportunity for the ladies to sell their own product which they create. And now if you was at the festival in Kiberunda, you will see that there is 100 different product of apples. Few years before, when we started, it was only 3. Now, slowly,
every year we see a very big difference in the
also,
festivals.
As you know, we were in the Lavender Festival. We liked also, together with our friends from our association, we've been there, and we liked the atmosphere of the thematic center of your festival.
Imagine the first festival, it was inside the culture center, because we have only 7-8 exhibitors, so we couldn't go to the square.
And then 25, I think, more
yes.
than 25.
Yes.
And now we had 25, and we say no to another 25, which was interesting because there wasn't space. So imagine how it's in a few years.
Busy.
Yes, in a few years how this is developed, but also the range and the quality of the product.
Right.
The first time it was very few product, and some of them we pay them to make this product in order to understand that they can sell. And now, of course, there is 100 of product, and many people from the area, they already plant lavenders, they extend their lavender fields, because there isn't demand.
That's right.
So you create the demand, so you create the product, and then this is an income for the community, for the people around.
Definitely, you're right. As you know, 14th of Lefke Date Festival will be held on 5th of November this year in the town center of Lefke. We organize this festival together with municipality of Lefke. I think you've been on our festival twice or 3 times.
Yes, and we have enjoyed it very much. We brought friends, and we loved the experience, the atmosphere, the music, the dancing, everything was perfect.
We have also many visitors from all around the Cyprus, from Paphos, Limassol, Lefkosia. We always try to use 3 languages for our announcements, for our leaflets, brochures. Turkish, Greek and English, and it is the only festival in Cyprus that we choose 3 languages. It's, I think, a very good example also for the peace of Cyprus. This is our island. We speak Turkish, Greek and English. I think next week we are publishing our advert.
And the fact that you have choirs and dancers from all over the island, I mean, this shows your spirit of cooperation and how much you want peace in this place. So
we invite also bi-communal groups for our festival to giving peace messages.
That was
very important.
I'm always say, Hassan, that there are so many things which they bring us together, and very few which they take us separate. And if they leave the people themselves, without politicians, without anybody, they will neither have any trouble. We will find a solution, and everybody will live on the same time in peace and friendship. I saw last Sunday, the 2 buses was in Malya. With people, yes, with people, Turkish Cypriot, which they used to live in Malya, they bring their kids, their grandkids to see where they used to live. And you understand from that these people, they came there, the locals, of course, they helped them and they organized for them paluzé offer them and coffees and so on. And you see that the people, they can cooperate easily. Of course, I understand it's politics which creates all this. But anyway, hopefully that under all this which happen in our region, we have the chance to understand what is the best for our people, for our countries. And imagine if Greece, Cyprus, and Turkey was united, was working together in friendship, and was going to be the better destination in tourism all around the world. If you come once and you could see Byzantine heritage, Ottoman heritage in the same trip, imagine how was going to be in the tourist level. But of course, all this, they created trouble, and if you add Egypt and Italy, then you have the whole world civilization in just one small region, in the Mediterranean. And that we have to focus in a time and slowly find the ways to bring,
for our,
yes, for our people, for our lives, for our countries.
for our better future, we have to support peace, United Cyprus, and reunification of our island Cyprus. Yes, finally, what would you like to say, Yulat, at the end of our
I would
program?
like to thank you for your incredible hospitality, friendship, positive thinking, and positive energy. We are enjoying so much working with you and Nermin. I mean, I don't speak Turkish and Nermin doesn't speak Greek or English, but we are communicating so well because we both have the same values and the same ideas, which is very, very important, values and ideas. And I would like to assure you that we will be working with you whether we have financial assistance or not. This is not the issue at all. The issue is to make the difference in Lefke because it's a beautiful place, is blessed by nature so much with so many beautiful products. I was walking just around now, enjoying the weather and the scenery and everything. So we'll be with you. We are a team and we will continue working together.
Good teamwork equal to success.
Yes.
And today we made soaps. Yola, what would you like to say
Yes.
about the soaps? It smells very good.
Yes. The soap smells amazing. We have put lofa in it, which is more oriental than usual, engaging and putting always the beautiful things from your culture, which is related to hammam, to cleansing the body and the spirit and everything. So yeah, it has been very creative and very beautiful day for us.
Yes, yes.
So Trodos Network and ourselves, we are dedicated to help you, and it's the first project also we do in the North Cyprus under the umbrella as well of European Rural Parliament. We would like to work in all Cyprus. We don't have any barriers ourselves, and we will try to help. But especially in Lefke, we built up this friendship and cooperation, and I hope that soon the results will come out and everybody there can see it. It needs some time, but okay. Lefke, it's a slow town. Yavaş, we will reach our goal.
Yes, I hope also to reach our goals. We have very big dream to establishing a thematic center in Lefke and working on rural tourism, eco-friendly tourism, green tourism, special interest tourism, village tourism, and slow tourism. And we have to involve community, as you
Yes.
mentioned, is the key of the success.
It's very important that municipalities with us and the mayor with us, which is very important. You cannot work in a place without the bless of the mayor. From the other side, it's your team, which is very good and very active, so we can say work together very easily and friendly. And then now, of course, it's to engage the whole community and make the step further. We hope that persons like Stelios Hagioannou, that he's always dedicated to the bi-communal, especially entrepreneurship, he will be maybe one of our sponsors of this kind of entrepreneurship that we try to establish here in Lefke, and this thematic center is an entrepreneurship platform. So maybe it's a good idea as well together to join him and explain him our with Lefke, which it supports us, our vision and mission, and why not to be our supporter for that.
It will be a very good example.
Yes.
For his projects. And what would you think about the Lefke Haber channel?
This is something
The
amazing.
best.
We have to.
We have been very impressed by the professionalism, by the
Teoman.
equipment which is around us, by Teoman, who is a
Teoman.
real professional.
He created jewel in the TV part. So we hope that we have a cooperation for the Troodos region as well with Teoman and Lefke TV.
You are always welcome. And we are going to send this link to Loren, Marina, and Başak, and to our all
Okay.
friends. Thank you very much for coming. Hope to see you soon.
Yes, we will be in touch. We have the festival soon, so we will be here as well. And looking forward for the next steps in order to reach our goals.
Together.
Yes.
Together.
Evet, bu hafta ilginç bir program yaptık İngilizce olarak. Çok değerli iki konuğumuz vardı. Yula Mihailidou ve Panayotis Papadopoulos. Platres bölgesinden bizlere konuk oldular. Troodos Network'ün ve Troodos Tematik Merkezi'nin liderleri, öncüleri bizleri de defalarca kendi bölgelerinde ağırladılar. Bugün Lefke'de sabahleyin çok değerli, güzel bir workshopumuz vardı, atölye çalışmamız vardı. Hurma üzerine kadınlar ve gençler nasıl ürün çoğaltabilirler? Sabundan el sanatlarına kadar bir sürü ürünler yapıldı. Hurmanın önemi anlatıldı ve 5 Kasım'da Hurma Festivalimiz var. Orada neler yapabiliriz konuştuk. Bu vesileyle de tüm halkımızı 5 Kasım Pazar günkü Hurma Festivali'nde görmek istiyoruz. Çok farklı, güzel, tematik ve farklı bir festival olacak. Lefke Haber TV'den herkese iyi günler diliyorum. Hoşça kalın.